Hey everybody. I just want to go over a few things about the speed lab that you guys are going to start today. Um, Based on class time with Wednesday, you guys have, I think it's 40-minute classes. So I'd go through the pre-lab questions and maybe think about how you're going to do it, and then um, maybe start the measurements or getting data, and then you can work on answering lab questions and stuff and doing data analysis on Thursday for first and second hour, or uh, Tuesday for fourth through sixth. Be a big help if you try to have them done before we meet in person on Thursday or Tuesday, whichever ones you've got for your class. So, anyways, we're just thinking about motion in general, really key part of physics. Um, and this whole lab is just about speed, and usually kids are pretty comfortable with speed because of driving in cars. So we know speed, and we think of miles per hour. And so a few pre-lab questions today, and think about those. And if you're struggling with those, then you can send me a note or something, and I can help you. And you're going to have to measure two things in in the lab today. So distance and time. And usually in class, we measure everything in meters. So, you're familiar with the meter sticks, or that long, which you can't see my hands there, but, you've used those a lot in science. And so, since everybody doesn't have a meter stick, what we're doing for this lab is just making an assumption that is incorrect, um, that one step that you make is the same as a meter. So please realize that this is not true, but it just makes it easy for us to measure. So you're going to measure out a track that's 100 meters long. So maybe that's on the sidewalk or in the street or something that's pretty easy, but you got to be outside, I think, to do this. And So measure 100 meters long, and put something down at the beginning and at the end, so you know what that is. And then you're going to record the time it takes you to walk that, and you're going to do that a total of 3 times. So your walking trial is, you'll have 3 data set points, excuse me, 3 times that you do, and each of these distances will be 100. Um, so you can put those in, and then you'll calculate the speed. And I think I'm going to assume that everybody has a phone with a calculator that they can do that on. And if not, you can find one on the web. And so think about that. And then you got to calculate the average speed, which usually we know how to do. And I don't want to explain it because I want to see. I assume everyone can calculate that average speed, and so we'll kind of make sure of that by doing this. And if you're unsure, then you'd want to send me a note. Um, and then the second part of it is where you would run that 100 meters. And if you don't want to run, like, I know Jude is going to ride his skateboard for 100 meters, and that's cool. If you want to walk backwards for 100 meters, you can do that. If you want to do somersaults for 100 meters, that's fine. Usually in class, we pick 2 different ways of measuring this, and then kids are silly the first day or two, and they choose something stupid like wheelbarrow races, and then I make them do it, and then it's really funny for me because I can laugh at them trying to move like that. And so then we got our data. Then there's some lab questions here, and while for the most part these are pretty straightforward, there'll be some nuances with these, and so we'll end up kind of talking about this in class on Thursday or Tuesday. Just a couple of these is my guess. So just make it really be helpful if you go over these first and see if you have any questions, and we can use those to talk about stuff in class. And then there is a couple math ones here and one to think about with graphs. And that's it. So you're doing the lab on Wednesday and Thursday or Tuesday, depending on which hour you're in. So make sure of that. And good luck. Let me know if you need any help or have any questions.